Yeah, man, I think we're ready. I think we're coming in, folks. All right, man. I think we're in. How you guys doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Today is tournament recap / chess versus viewers. To play me, you challenge me 3-minute unrated on chess.com. If you need a chess.com account, you can type !chess. It will give you a way to get on a chess.com. Then you have chess on your phone forever, and it's free, and it's fun, and freaking, yeah, you should have that. Okay. I'm not going to start a game. I'm going to start by looking at my tournament games from yesterday. There are 5 games. I did win the tournament yesterday. Wait, I think I have a thing. What? Hey! First place. The beauty of this, guys, the last round game, my opponent had 3.5 points. I had 3. It was a must-win situation, and it went back and forth. It went back and forth. The guy plays so good. He played so good. He played good. He played really good. Perfect gentleman. Great competitor. We're gonna look at that game. That'll be the last game we look at, though. Look, there we are. Oh, this is the first game I played of the day. I made a draw. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was my warm-up game. That was a great game, but I think we already looked at it. First game against JDL, rated 1,090. Chess.com rating points. The most worthless form of digital internet currency. Yeah. People care about their rating points, so I started to care myself. But for the stream, I care for the stream. This game, quickly, for a quick squiggler cam, look at this. Look at that. You see how it is perfectly even, which means my opponent, even at rated 1,000, played great all the way to here. Then he started making some slightly worse moves, and then I got better, and that's a pretty smooth win right there. It never goes up and down. I was never losing, but it shouldn't be. I'm 600 points higher than that guy. I mean, he played great. JDL. Let's see what we did. E4, C5, or C6. He plays a Caro Can't. This is like, oh, I slipped. I meant to play C5. Like someone is trying to win. Sorry, JDL. I'm not putting you down. Putting down the Caro Can't. Don't play the Caro Can't. Yeah. Open the game up and play chess. You'll get better. It's like I'm Mr. Analogy over here. It's like you want to become worldly, yet you never leave your house. Hiding behind a Caro Can is not going to make you a better chess player, in my humble opinion. Really, you can. This is more of an, a teenage ego thing. This is all pretty good. See, one thing... okay, let's talk about good things about the Caro Can. We're still in Grandmaster territory. Pranov is a strong Grandmaster, and you are playing the same moves he played. Why? Because you learn where your pieces go. That's good. That is good. I'm trying to flip on myself, guys. I'm flipping on myself, and I'm trying to be kinder. But I will never be kind to the Caro-Kann or the French defense. Never. Never. Caro-Kann, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's just, you want to play a Sicilian. What is going on right here? Let me just look right here and see what is going on. Right. I don't understand. There are some things I will never understand. And that's okay. It's perfectly okay. Because we're streaming now. I just gave someone some advice for streaming. They said, "What? Do you have any advice to start streaming?" Huh, dude. I gave him a really long thing. I gave him a really long thing, and I said, "This is 1% of it. Now you got to find the rest yourself. Good luck." Okay. Yeah, I can tell by the squiggler. None of these moves are bad. 93 is good. That, you know what? Hey, 10 middle game plans, opposite side castling, pawn storm. Do I like to see this move? I wasn't scared of it, but I will tell you that no one likes people to throw pawns at their king. Oh my God, look at the rook. I'm banking on this. I'm banking on this e-pawn. I love this e-pawn. It's my favorite pawn on the entire board by far. Why? Because it is neutering the naughty attackers, right? That was okay. It wanted knight g4. It literally says, hey, take the bishop. It's a bishop. Take the bishop. Take, oh, wait. Now watch. Takes back, opening the file, and then knight g5. Yeah, knight g5, threatening. Now he has to defend it. Maybe knight back or something. Yeah, knight, yeah, his best move is knight b8. And then what do we do? What do we do here? Then we start opening up this. I guess this is okay because there is granite here. This is what they call granite, guys. The bishop is biting on granite, right? He's going to break his teeth if he bites too hard. It's not going to help him. It's not going to help him. But I don't know. One thing I was scared of too is that he was going to lock the center, even though it blocks his bishop and his queen. If the center gets locked, then he has one plan: attack my king side, right? And I have one plan: attack his king side. And it looks to me like his attack is probably looking better because he has the open file. Okay, so he plays this move. It's a blunder because I can take the piece. And I don't think I took it. I did take it, and it was the best move. Takes. That was okay. It still wanted knight g5. I felt like my knight could get trapped here, though, after knight g5, right? The knight does something, and then he's threatening to push. Oh, but I guess there's so many weaknesses here that I guess it's okay. It's stockfish, guys. It's stockfish. Yeah. I'm blocking the file. He goes to break the center. I did best by taking that pawn. Okay, this was a scary spot, guys. This is really scary because he took a pawn. If I take back, he wins this pawn and he wins the opportunity to remove the great blocker. The great blocker, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. So I'm like, okay, take this pawn. Takes. Now I didn't know what to do. He is looking at my queen. That was the best move. But see, there's all kinds of stuff. He could do the intermezzo. But that gets my queen out, I guess. He could take back, opening files toward my king, and an option to possibly... He's attacking here. He's attacking here. I don't like it. And the reason I did this was for this move right here. And this move right here is the kind of thing that is on the cover of the book, folks. It's on the cover. It's one of these things. That's just a thing you learn in chess. That's a sweet square. The thing about it is, it's kind of hard to keep it there. And I realized that after I got there. But that's a great square. I'm attacking the bishop. It's a bishop. Now look at these pawns, man. I need to start chopping them down, baby. I take the bishop. It's okay with it. What should I do here? I should develop my pieces. Oh, this is a way to kind of keep start controlling the pawns a little bit. If I take, he's going to get a pretty strong knight, but this square is weak. Okay, so I took the bishop and bishop f4. That's why I did that, for the tempo. For the tempo. What are you guys doing? It's Thursday. It's chess versus viewers. I haven't seen a single comment on any platform. What? I don't get it. It's okay though. Dude, I have to go over my games anyway. This is me 5 years ago. Although there's plenty of people out there watching, I can see you guys. But when you start streaming, sometimes you just got there's Rhodes a minute ago. Rhodes, how you doing, brother? Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Rhodes breaks the silence. Queen e6. I like this move for me because my rook. b4 is best. Get rid of the knight so I can take the amigo's pawn. Takes. It's a move. Okay. Knight comes back. Probably bring the other rook. Oh, b5. Didn't consider it. Look at that move. Open now. And look at my bishop. Okay, whose king is safer now? He has the open file. He had stuff looking at my king. He has a semi-open file and an open file. Right? I have the great defender. His king is way, way worse off than me. And I'm up a piece. Yeah, b5. I should have seen b5. I had 38 seconds. That's the problem. He had 1 minute left. So I'm like, I'm up a piece. Trade queens. This is a great move. This is a great move because it makes a great threat. Look at the threat, guys. You see the threat? Now he could put probably... Yeah, f5 is his best move. We take the 7th. Threatening this. Check. King forced. And then I can take a pawn with check. I can take a pawn with check. So bishop f5 is or bishop f3. See that move, man? I'm proud of that move, especially with low time. Bringing the rook would be more natural. Bringing the rook, maybe look at the king. The knight's gonna have a good square here, though. But and he put the knight on the best square. But then I get this check. He has 2 moves to stop the mate, or not the. To stop the check. He has this move. And then you say, take the rook. No. It's my rook. That rook can't move. You play b5. Start opening him up. You know what I'm saying? And then when he threatens to save the rook, then we take the rook. It doesn't even want it. It doesn't even want it, but you understand. Okay, that was the first game. We're going to look at one more game, and then I'm going to open up challenges, guys. One more game. And I'm going to open up challenges. That was a good game by my opponent. Sorry for being funny about the Carol can, but I'm just not all about it. Hey, Nathan Watson, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Here they come, here they come, here they come. I'll play you. I'm not that good. Modus, I'm not that good either. We're all trying to get better. Hey, Julian Morrow. Julian, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. Nightbot asks, have you liked this stream yet? This game I think was really hard. Was this my loss? We're fixing to find out. Game review. We're fixing to find out, folks, if this is my loss. Maybe Magnus will tell me. Oh my God. Dr. Schlockenspiel. Okay, world champion.
You played a nice tactic in the game, but it wasn't enough to secure the win.
Yes, and Magnus just said Mikhail Tal had 3 fingers on his right hand. And I know this for a fact because I met Mikhail Tal and I shook his hand, and when I put my hand out, he had like a claw. He had a little claw. It was kind of messed up with 3 fingers, and he shook my hand. I shook Tal's hand, guys. That is insane. FIDE Master David Bassett got to actually play him. I didn't realize it was a Simul. I could have paid 20 bucks and played Tall. I didn't know. Yeah. He's in chat, man. What's timing? That's me. Wow, that's wild. Yeah. Okay, so 83% by you, Skok. I'm going to call you Skok. And 87% accuracy by me. We had 0 brilliant moves. No, I played 1 great move. Now we get down here to the mistakes. I had 1 miss. You had no misses. Either of us had blunders. You had 3 mistakes, I had 1. You had 0 inaccuracies. Very strong, Chess. I had 2. You played like a 2050. I played like a 2100. I lost this game on time.
Your opponent's going with D4, huh? Standard stuff.
Sorry, Maggie. I'm going to the opening book. I came to learn chess, not to hear Magnus talk. Knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, h3. Okay, let's see what grandmasters play h3. Bragg does. Magnus Carlsen against Naroditsky. What? Yeah, Duda, Neiman, Hans Niemann played h3. So it's a real move, guys. It's a real move. Makes it Costello. Number 1 move in the position. Knight f3. Number 1 move is bishop e3, bishop g5. The third most common move is knight f3. Yeah, Magnus didn't play knight f3, but Bloombaum did. Bloombaum's very strong, very strong. Who plays e5 here? Everybody. Everybody. Like Sindarov, Magnus Carlsen, they all play e5 in this position. That's good. That's good. Okay. In the database, they should list the games, the names of the players like they do. But they do it from this position, and then at the end it should say what the next move is in that game. Yeah, that'd be better. That'd be better. I know my Indian, at least in the beginning. E5. Okay, now, most common move here is A5. A5, B4 is not good. B4 I just take. A5 here. I played knight BD7, the 4th most popular move, and it's going to go way down to, yeah. Now we're slumming with the 2500s. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't play knight BD7. Okay, A5, 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 A5. A5 first, and then we're going to break in El Centro. Let me look at that real quick. A5, bishop G5, knight A6, leaving the bishop open because we're coming to this square. Bishop E2, queen E8 unpinning, very common. More often in, I think, the King's Indian attack than in the King's Indian defense. G4 coming at me like a spider monkey. Knight D7. It's all about C5, guys. We're gonna get a knight here. We're gonna keep it. Okay, we're playing chess. We're playing chess. E5 bang. Okay, I go for this. Takes. And now, have we transposed to something yet? No. Oh, there's a Naroditsky game. As white, though. In this position, A5 is the 4th move. Again, knight H5 is the move. Looking at this square, looking to play F5. I thought about this, but I was worried about, let's say he does what? Bishop G5, F6 for sure. Yep, F6. Bishop E3, F5. F5. Bishop G5. Takes. I was worried about this. Oh, queen E8, and I have a threat. Bishop B5. Takes. F4. Takes. Back, and this is okay. I didn't think I could play, because I want to play F5, but I was worried about my knight being undefended, because after I play F5, I want to take back with this pawn, and it would be undefended. So it was going to be undefended, but it was okay. Okay, knight, bishop g5. b6 is the best move. And how did I find this move? Kevin Dixon, how you been, dude? Daniel Abbott, what's up, brother? Kevin Dixon, looking at your face, brother. Yep. Looks like you're... Are you in Hollywood there? Looks like you're at some type of event. It says really big rock. Rock something. You're a rock and roller, brother? I'm a little bit of a rock and roller. In the first game, I think of the day, I played a game yesterday, and I think it was a King's Indian, and I think it was very similar to this. And I'm like, why B6? And it's like, I guess because there's nothing better. I'm like, I'm not sure. My bishop can't really go anywhere except get in the way. It was just B6 was the move. So I'm like, well, right here, I'm just going to play B6. It was very similar structure. And sure enough, that was the move in this position. That's insane. That's insane. And I played it. I just played a game very similar to it. It's hilarious. H6, best move. Bishop back is good. Yeah. Okay, here's where... What do we learn? When you start playing chess, you do this. They move, you do this. Because you chase their bishop away. But it weakens your king. It weakens your king. And in this position, that was the best move. The best move was H6, bishop H4, G5 was... That's stockfish, guys. He sacked a piece, now black is better. Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? Yeah. I love the bravado. This is a bad move, but I respect it more than I respect the Caro-Can. I'm good, says Kevin. The photo was taken in New York. You watch Rocky Balboa on Broadway based off... Oh, so Rocky. It said Rocky. Yeah, of course. Dude, that's cool, man. I've been in New York once, and I was at JFK for like an hour for a layover or something. I think when we're switching planes, we walked out the front door. I didn't smoke back then. Why do we go outside? Maybe I just wanted to feel the cold air, but I felt really, really cold air. I'm from California. I grew up in California. I was 21. I was 20. And I walked out into the New York air and felt air, and it was freaking cold. It was probably 34 degrees or something. I'm in Texas now, so I know what cold is. It gets cold here sometimes. So I respect this because you are playing fun, aggressive, attacking chess. You can learn that you don't have enough here. Your bishop doesn't play. Your knight's far away. You have an open file. Your pawns are pointing this way. I have more space on this side of the board. I think these are... and you basically have two attackers. You have two attackers, and your queen can't even come in. But the pin was kind of gnarly. But the thing is, you can't gang up on it too fast. Did you play F4 right away? No. Oh, it's my move. Now, and is that the best? It wants queen C7, queen E8. Yeah, I should have unpinned instantly. But the knight can come on my pawn. Queen E8. I considered this, but then I considered you playing this, and then I got to come back to defend it. Okay, so if you come here, I just defend the pawn. But the pin's gone. And after the pin, the great defending move when they sack a knight on G5, guys, is this. So, bishop H4. And even though I'm not attacking the bishop, knight H7 is the best move. It's a great defending move, guys. That's how you start consolidating after they sack a piece for two pawns, like he did. So I just didn't want to block my queen, but I almost got in trouble because I didn't want to block my bishop because F4's coming. Now this is going to get it pinned, and I can't break the pin without losing the piece if you can get another piece on it. You know what I'm saying? So dude, there was I defended very well. Yeah, I feel like I got lucky. That's crazy you met them. I met meeting Tall. It is, dude, I'm honored to meet Tall. I also met Spassky. I met Sammy Reshevsky. These are the old players. I met Eugene Torre. He's old. He was the first Asian Grandmaster. First Asian Grandmaster. How many are there now? Yeah, from the Philippines. Okay. I met him and played him in a simul. Knight takes d3. Is that the best move? Okay, here's my logic. I know this bishop sucks. I also know it might start playing. And I know that I'm up material. And I know that he has to take with the queen. He can still come to f3. I kind of felt like I was displacing the queen, but I'm not. It's a bishop. I took the bishop, not the best move. This is equal. Once I do this, it's equal. You know why? Because of okay, queen takes. I have to unpin. f5. Wow. Yeah. Road says, I'm curious to see who's got the best streak on chess.com. I'm on a 303 streak, not missing a day. Way bigger than me. I used to get some big streaks because I would go to onchess.com on my phone when I go to Courtney's house. Now I don't. And so my streak's probably 4 days right now because I probably didn't play Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have 100 times my streak, Roads. 1,000%. That's pretty good. I love the commitment. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah. Takes. Queen e8. This is the game, huh? I unpinned finally. f5. You had f5, but you played queen g3. And it makes a threat, but I attack your queen. Is that the best move? Second best move. Much better to attack the queen this way. And then take on f4. And if you want to win the pawn, open up my bishop, and open up your file, you're going to have to trade your bishop for it. Like if you do this. Oh, I could play f6. I could play... Oh, f6 wins a piece. Because it defends and it traps the bishop. Wow. Didn't see that. I wish I would have seen that. Okay, takes. Knight h5. I finally get on with it. Queen, and then f6. f6 is better. But almost by a pawn better. But I'm already up a piece. And this wins an exchange. So I'm like, let's trade down. Let's win material. This must be good. Oh, f6 is better. Here's why. Because if I take 5 points and give 3 points, I win 2 points. But if I win the bishop. Oh, rook f5. Is his best move? Takes. Bishop d2. Bishop d7. And everything's okay. My king is airy, but there's no attackers. Wow. I'll tell you this. Did you see... Shock? He's in Twitch chat, the guy who played. Did you see that I had ideas of f6 trapping your bishop? I never even saw it. And, okay. I love this move. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Did you play a lot of tournaments? Yes, I used to play a lot of over-the-board chess tournaments, classical time control, 40 moves per player, and you would get 2 hours for your first 40 moves. So these games would last 4 hours. They could last 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, at move 40, everyone gets an extra hour on their clock. Yeah, crazy slow chess. That's how every grandmaster you've ever seen, that's how they all got good at chess. They got good when they were 8 years old or 13 years old. They'd go to the chess club and they'd play a 4-hour game of chess. That's how you get better at chess. There are some people that have gotten better on chess.com by playing 10-minute chess. There are people that are way better than me that started playing chess on chess.com, only playing 10-minute chess, and they get better. I don't think there's any grandmaster. I bet there's no, still to this day. There might be. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see when. It's going to be hard to quantify or to know. But when a grandmaster earns his title that's only played on chess.com and only played 10-minute chess. I don't think it's possible. It's not possible. You can't get so good at 10-minute chess that you can beat a grandmaster. You can't. You got to play 4-hour games. The game has to matter. You can't just restart another game. When you lose a tournament game, you have to get dressed. You have to pay money to enter. You have to drive there. Sometimes you have to get a hotel. You have to stay at a friend's house to be near the tournament. Then you got to sit there for 4 hours and try as hard as you can. And when you lose 6 rating points and you feel sick to your stomach because the chance to affect your rating is rare. When you could just start another game, how do you care about the last game? You don't care as much. You don't care as much. You don't care as much. Yeah. Now, speaking of which, we have a perfect example of Feeding Master David Bassett. David, how you doing, man? I was just telling him you got to play tall. I didn't know there was a simul. How did I not know there was a simul? Maybe I knew and I didn't understand the gravity of the situation. I don't know, man. Yeah, but we met tall. David, how you doing, man? How's everything going? Guys, I took a screenshot. I was watching the Netflix documentary, and Courtney's asking me who this old hippie with long hair, looks kind of like me, had a cigarette in his mouth or in his hand. And it was a still shot in the Netflix documentary about Hans and chess.com. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to Feeding Master David Bassett, and I just said, who? That's all I said, who? He said, I think that's Larry Christensen. Does Feedy even recognize chess.com rating? Well, no, but I'll tell you something, man. No, I'm not going to go enough. Oh, David said, I played all weekend and I lost 10 rating points. That feeling is horrible. Yes. Do you hear that? Feeding Master David Bassett played an entire weekend of chess. I'm talking given everything he has in games that last anywhere from 2 to 6 hours. And he lost 6 rating points. And he said, that feeling is horrible. It's horrible. That's how you get better at chess. You got to care. How can you care if you can just click and start another game? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking at my game right now, guys. Back here, David. There was this theme I never saw. There was this theme I never saw of trapping the bishop. I never saw it in the game. I still had 5 minutes on my clock. You know what David's saying? He's all 5 minutes. If this was a over-the-board tournament game and I had 4 hours on my clock, I would at least see this move. I would at least see it. Maybe I would decide something was better. I might take the rook. I don't know. But I'd at least consider it, right? That's how you get better at chess. I didn't see it because I had 5 minutes on my clock. You're like, 5 minutes? That's a lot of time. Do more puzzles. Yeah, you'll get better at puzzles. You'll get better. But, yeah, man. Good catch. We didn't really catch up. I almost called you the other day, too. I thought we only talked for a minute, and I asked you about Larry Christensen. I need to call David and see how he's doing. But it's good. We caught up a little bit. It's good to see you, David. Can I play next game with you? After this game, I'm going to open up my challenges. Okay? Sir, which country is best for playing over-the-board classical? I don't know. I don't know the status of over-the-board classical in other countries. I'll tell you this. What country are you in? And you need to find a local chess club. And your local chess club will probably have tournaments. And those tournaments could be on a weekend. You play some classical chess, a few games, or they very often will say like Wednesday night's tournament night. You go on Wednesday night and you play one classical game a week. It'll be like a 5-week tournament. Feeding Master David Bassett and I have played hundreds of these. What's the most weekly tournaments you've ever had, David? Probably like 3? Did you ever have more than 3? Because like Pasadena would have one Friday night. Arcadia would have one. Like Lakewood would have one. I think the most weekly tournaments I've ever been in was 3. Yeah, David said 3 to 4. Yeah. 3 to 4. Yeah. David was a little more centrally located than me. It took me like 20 minutes to get to Pasadena, 30 minutes to get to Arcadia, maybe 40 minutes to get to was it Lakewood? I think it was Lakewood was the name of was it in Downey? I don't know. There's a tournament over there somewhere. But yeah, that's it. Doesn't matter what chess is like in your country and where it's better. You just have to figure your situation and figure out how to play some chess. Always starstruck when Feeding Master David Bass is in the house. Hey, you know what? It never gets old for me either. I always love seeing David. He's my friend. That's a sentiment playing coworkers over the board I brought to the office. It's fun, but I've been struggling to hire my ELO. Are you working on, how are you actively working on your game? You got to work on your game. I can only imagine after losing all that, every time I lose, it hurts more than any other game. I feel like I've been outsmarted. You're not usually outsmarted. Usually you're outclassed. Your opponent is usually a better chess player than you when you lose a game, or at least in that game, he played better. He blundered less. He didn't have as many misses. This move here, David. I'm going to get back to the game. What do you learn? Don't push pawns in front of your king. Look at my king. He's very airy, right? So what's the best move here? I knew it. I didn't want to play it because it breaks a basic principle. F5. I'm saying, well, what does it do? It weakens this diagonal. If there was a bishop on b3 and no pawn here, well, it would be illegal, but still. If this diagonal was a problem for me, this would be a really bad move. I'm up material. What do I have? I have a rook. I have a free rook. I'm up a full rook, right? So what do rooks want? Open files. So I played f5 in this position. It was the best move. I was a little bit happy about it. Oh, by the way, it's the best move. And I didn't see I was dropping my pawn. Actually, I might have tried to defend the pawn somehow. I might have played... What are my options? Queen d8 to trade queens. I would not have done this to defend the pawn because that's just dumb. So maybe, you know why I probably didn't see defending the pawn? Maybe because, well, I just blundered it. I blundered that pawn, even though f5 was the best move. I'm still proud of the move. Rook f6 is fine. He shoves, and now the great move. This is a great move. I'm up a rook, so what do? And he has, the only thing he has going for him are these two pawns, and it's huge. Two passed pawns like this, connected, if they get to these two squares, they're worth a knight. And if they get to these two squares, they're worth a rook. That's a general saying, but it's real. So what do you do here, guys? Just take it. Just take it. And then, now the pawns are gone. Right? I thought, even if I lose this bishop due to pins or something, which I don't think I can, it's okay. I just took a bishop. And the pawns are ruined, right? Did I lose this game on time? Takes. It's not even on the list. I was low on time. What's the excuse for doing this? What should I do here? Just relax. Rook g6. It takes forever for the knight to attack the bishop, and the queen can't attack because I'll just take. So, yeah. So this was bad, but I think what I looked at, was 38 seconds to 4 minutes, and what I looked at was after taking takes. Yeah, no, this was horrible. This was just horrible. Yeah. So this is a blunder. And then I'm still winning, by the way. I'm still winning, but and it's in this position I lost on time. Yeah. Bill Stevens says, have a gig in Charlotte in a couple of weeks, and I'm thinking of going down early and checking out the chess center. You should. It's awesome. I've seen lots of videos and stuff there. Hammer, what's up, dude? International Classic Time Controls, 40 and 90 plus 30-second increments, starting from move 1 plus 30 minutes extra after move. Yeah, that's the newer time control, and it's still plenty of time to play good chess. Rook g6, Feeding Master David Bassett said rook g6. Wait. Yeah. Rook g6 with the threat. Oh, rook g6 is so good because it threatens this. And the beauty is, let's say he does nothing. Let's see FIDE Master David Bassett's threat. I attack the queen. He takes mine with check, but check this out. I'm threatening the queen and checkmate. And how can he stop it? Well, he can stop it all right. That's how he can stop it. Yeah, yeah. Do we even take the queen? It's best, but I mean, but the point is you don't have to. I could try and improve the rook or something. He can't, that's my queen. It's pinned. This is covered. So I could do something. I could push a pawn. I could, thing is my rook has kind of trouble I could come back and like maybe start bringing more rooks or something. You know, then he has to take just a, yeah, rook g6 was a really, really good move. I wish I would have seen it. I don't know why I traded down to this horrible thing. Yeah, and then I'm still winning though. I'm still winning, but I'm at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to start. And that was a great move. I think that was the best move. It's the move I saw. No, it's not. C4. F4. Wow, F4. You don't even take Y. There's a check, king, and then rook e2, and I'm on this. The rooks are pretty good, but this pawn is weak, man. That was a great game. Okay, now I'm going to do, I want to go to social, and I'm going to open up challenges now that people are here. Dude, have a good gig. I had to turn down a gig for Saturday, man. I got a call for a gig at a cool venue. I love when the people try and, you know, the people tell you about the venue. He was like telling me about the venue. It's a really cool place. It's like, been there, played there. This venue, when Courtney and I, anytime we stop by there, the owner, who's a totally cool cat, he offers us a gig. He's, when are we going to get you in here? How do I get you guys in here? How do I get... And it feels so good. It feels so good for people to offer you gigs. I go to social. It's work, guys. They're offering to pay you money to play music. What? Oh, they're coming in. It has to be, okay, Dr. Schockenspiel, 3-minute unrated. Peon, didn't you beat me last week? I think Peon beat me last week, guys. E4, that's why I'm playing a Sicilian against him and not a Latvian. Oh, I almost played G6. Maybe I should. It's not FIDE Master David Bassett, guys. You love to see it, folks. Do I come? Yeah, I do. I definitely come here. It's going to get F4. But I'm cool with it. Oh, I think I just take that bishop while I can. But the threat is stronger than the execution! Just develop your pieces. Now I think we take. And then I'll play bishop a6, looking at the pawn. So now if he does this, if he plays bishop h6, which is his plan, I'll just take it. Queen takes, and I take a pawn. Okay, then we come to this square. I like my position. Now, do I take and make his queen go, or do like I break in El Centro? I could play bishop takes. That's not good. Bring a rook. Which rook? This rook is fine. Dude. Takes. Coming at me. Do we shove? I think we do. Then do I break in El Centro? I do. 1,000,000% because of his king. Okay, I think we kick the knight. Where's he going? You better go to your home. You better go back to the pregame lobby. I don't think the knight can save him. I'm not losing on time, which is amazing. I shouldn't be looking at chat. You had a free knight. Did I, Buck? In this game? Oh, yeah. We're dude, the last game was insane. Come on, Pion. You got this. Oh, by the way, I fixed merch, guys. Exclamation point merch. Yeah. Now, I can save the pawn and continue, but I think this is better because of the massive amounts of threats. Knight takes doesn't help because I have a check and then mate. So I have a really naughty threat here. He kind of has to stop it. I think he has to stop it, guys. Then maybe just defend the pawn and continue, or maybe take first and then defend the pawn. My attack got there first, guys. My attack got there first. Okay. Now, I'm going to come up and bring the other rook. Pawn takes, I'm going to just bring the other rook. Oh, wait. No, he has knight. He has knight takes. So this is too slow, though. Oh, just this. Okay. And then raid the queen. And just do this. I might sack that pawn and play rook up. Takes. I don't think I'm getting mated. Yeah, yep. I don't want to open the file, so I'm going to attack the pawn. I think black is better. I love the way I attacked. It might not have been the best move, but I attacked a weakness, guys. It's how masters play. Rob Mitchell. Oh, is that the Streamlabs bot? Takes. Do I take with the pawn? Yeah, I take with the pawn because of stuff. Okay, he does that. That's probably a really good move. I want to come back here. The knight can't come here yet. So maybe that wasn't a good move, guys. Now we win this pawn. Dude, I just fixed that. I have a weird feeling that, like, I maybe have two knight bots. Because I fixed that. I fixed it, man. That's my pawn. Now it's really my pawn. His king is trapped. Oh, my... I'm over here bragging about my pawn! Here we come. Here we come. We come. Here we come. Second verse, same as the first. He got me on time. Darn it! Pion, good game. Good game, dude. He managed his time at the end. 3-minute unrated. This is the gentleman Der Schockenspiel that I played yesterday. Oh man, guys, let me catch up a little bit. Charlie, I used to watch you all the time a few years ago, but got so busy with life. Almost 3 years later, and you're still at it. Good to see you, brother. Izviz, you were probably watching on Facebook, right? Do you mind saying your name on Facebook? Because I better remember you, man. But Izviz is not sounding familiar. You're on YouTube now and Facebook. Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And Twitch. I'm going to take your challenges in a second, guys. Don't play another game. Yeah, Pion, hey, winning on time is winning. If you win. You won. You beat me at chess. Like, good game. I'm responsible not to let that happen. And I didn't, because I was thinking too slow. I was thinking too slow, and you thought faster than me, and you won. And that's great. It's great. Israel Gonzalez. Okay, man. Now that sounds a little bit more ringing a bell. Dude, great to see you, man. And dude, be sure and sub, man. Not because I want my sub numbers to go up, because I got you back. And I'm still streaming on Facebook. You can watch there. I'm on Twitch, Charly Sardo Gaming, across all platforms. Okay, I got a whole bunch of content on YouTube too, man. So definitely subscribe. There's a bunch of chess shorts, and I've made some videos since then. Next game. How did the merch not work? I'm gonna get the link because I have it. D4 and knight f6. Okay, we're not gonna lose on time. He wants a repeat. I just looked at the game. Hey, I played it. I played it. I played this the same. I'm cheating, guys. Do I play b6 first? And then knight? I think I do. I really think I do. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do this, though. That loses a pawn. Oh, it's a blitz game! Come. Just come. Just come. This bishop is worth something. He doesn't want it. E6 now. Permanent weakness. Permanent weakness. And we're just gonna start working on that right away. Looking at it. Do we play for F5? I think we play for F5 too. I'm playing on both sides of the board. Well, I just want to look at him, guys. I just wanted to look at him. I draw my pawn! Threatening. Threatening. Do I push? Do I push? I think I'd push. I think I may protect. No, because he's on the E pawn. Okay. Takes. Solving. No, he has a protected pass pawn. Now F5 is clearly the move. Knight back to this square, right? And then I can play F5. Dude, I'm way up on time. He's 1166. He can still beat me on time. You subbed the moment I saw it. Dude, thank you, man. I'm glad to have you back, dude. I hope your life is good, man. Oh, no. Why did I come here? I said I wanted to go. That probably wasn't best because I'm opening the file, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll come with the threat. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's coming here. Can I stop him? The knight might be so good, I might just sack the rook for it. I might try and set something up. I might not. My knight was supposed to go here, man. Guys, he's using his brain. This is so dangerous when someone uses their brain and their mind. Oh, he plays the bishop there. Okay. There's no way! John D with the sub. You love to see it, folks. Can we kick this? I think we can. Protecting. Weird, but I think it's the move. Ah! 18 seconds versus 1 minute. Okay. All right. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I got to come up with a plan. The thing is, his first move is easy, so he's going to play queen takes. Okay, so I got to look at my moves. You know the next move, right, guys? I think it's this. Yeah, his best move is rook f4. Because if he does nothing, let's say he saves his rook something, attacks a pawn. It's mate and 4 with rook h2. I would think I'd do this. But then he could just stop the mate. Well, he stops it like this. Yeah, so wait, let me see. Let me see. Is it even on the list? Is h5 on the list? It's not. Just rook h2, king up. Oh. h5 check. Oh, you mate this way. Crazy. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. Okay, a 3-minute unrated from Simon. Yeah, the sniper. I moved the bishop c4. We play e5, and I play this because I'm a bad person. You remember Israel? Do you really, Bill Stevens? Cool, man. Okay, we take space. Developing. He wants to be a London player, but I just played knight a6. Wow. There was a pawn hanging here. Oh, bishop d6 was better. Bishop d6 was better. Is it? Yeah, bishop d6 was better. I'm coming here, I guess. Oh, play the check. That's kind of fun. I could like redouble his pawns. I come here and then play takes, and then takes again and redouble his pawns. The redoubling of the pawns, folks! He's using his brain! He's 1,500, guys. This guy's using his brain. Yeah, it's a good move. Play here. There was a couple of moves. Oh, just come back. Okay, he wants to take stuff. Oh, yeah, it's not here. I didn't see it. Okay. Is this better? Coming. Moving. I gotta move my bishop, guys. He's looking for the win, but oh man. Okay, I need to connect my rooks. There we go. Now this is no threat anymore. You could have played bishop takes, something takes, and knight attacking my rook and then maybe winning my pawn. But now it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Yeah, it's attacking stuff. Do I just... That knight... This is my bad bishop, though. Do we just make it go away? Just make it go away. Go away! Okay, and I have to bring a rook. Because knight back, I gotta have a rook. I could lose a pawn though. Do we take with the king? No. Okay. Bring a rook. That was probably a really good move. To like not lose on time. Now I think we take a pawn, right? Does it lose? I didn't ask what does he threaten. Oh, he's coming to f4. No, he's not. Not on my watch. It's a really weird position, dude. Really. Oh my god, he tried to trick me. He tried to trick me! And then I just like... He could have took the pawn. Okay, I just want to check him and I can't. Okay, we have to push what we have going for us. Right? Okay, good move. You didn't see it, thank God. Go. Got me on time and the board. Good game, man. Good game. David remembers Israel too. Dude, Israel. Feed Master David Bassett and Bill Stevens both remember you. Glitch Gamer said, oh yeah, Glitched Gamer, didn't we just... You came yesterday, brother. I don't know if you're a bot. I think I just deleted your comment last time. Because we do know, it says in the chat description, you probably agreed to it, but if you don't remember, no politics or religion here, but you seem very passionate, and I was saying maybe you should start a stream or start another way rather than coming in and starting doing politics and religion in my chat. We all have feelings on those very important issues, and that's why we do chess here and we do that everywhere else. Oh my god, it's been a long time. Lee Am Queen. Lee Am Queen with a... Lee, I'm looking at your picture. Lee. Lee, it's hard to see. You look like you're happy with somebody you love. Lee has a 4-year anniversary badge. Lee, can you type exclamation point followage in chat like this? Exclamation point followage, just like that. And we'll see how long you've been following. That was a good game, man. He outplayed me. This is awesome. You built an amazing community. Are you still out in Texas? I am. Yeah. Wait, am I still live on anything? You know what's crazy? Facebook didn't drop. My internet was just out for like 2 minutes. Yeah, I lost all my viewers. That's fine. Yeah, I'm back live. Wow. Yeah, this is life. Guys, wait, did Facebook close? Yeah, I literally... Okay, so Facebook did, I think, shut down. Liam Queen. Welcome back. Sorry, stream drop. Big thunderstorm. Okay, guys. This is a good time to look at the rest of my games. So sad. Dude, no. There's a big thunderstorm, and Courtney told me that the big thunderstorm hit her, and she said it's coming your way, and I'm like, great. But that was like an hour ago, and nothing happened, except this. Okay, I'm gonna go back to settings real quick and give us time for people to come back in, and I'm gonna shut my challenges off. Dude, it burns like fire too. Cause see, Facebook, I can't believe, like, is Twitch still up? Twitch is still up. And both YouTubes are still up. My internet dropped for like probably 2 minutes, right? How long was that? 2 minutes? And Twitch and YouTube, they're like, oh, okay. No internet right now. No problem. Facebook, your internet goes out internet goes out for 10 seconds, 5 seconds. And it goes, oh, he's ending the stream, and they just shut my stream down. Yeah. And there's no way to just hit a button and go back live again. Oh my goodness. It burns a little bit like fire. Dude, I was really sad. I was sitting here, I was freaking sad. The worst part is, like, Lee M. Queen came in on my Facebook. I've been streaming there for 5 years, guys. And it's a name I hadn't seen in a long time. 4 years they've been following my page. And I wanted to reconnect with them. And I'm like, I just missed them. I just lost them. You can stream on Facebook. Neota, I started streaming on Facebook. And I started streaming on Facebook when I think they said they put $1 billion into, they were trying to compete with Twitch and YouTube and take over the gaming world. And they were giving bonuses. Great internet right now. I have great internet right now, but this internet company is great. This is not bad internet company. It's a major thunderstorm is screwing everything up. Even the data on my phone is messed up. I made a hotspot on my phone to say goodbye and end the stream. It's hard to really stop the stream when you're offline because I can't tell YouTube stop the stream. I'm telling it now. Guys, I love you guys. Thank you. Bonus stream tomorrow. I'm redoing this stream tomorrow. I don't stream on Fridays. I'm streaming tomorrow for you guys. I freaking love you guys. We're redoing this stream tomorrow. Hit sub and follow, guys. This never happens, man.